are we? Good. You guys know what's better than a group of non-proactive parents? A group of proactive parents. Thank you so much for being here and joining me in the Vegathon, the Race Against Child Obesity. Last time when we met, we went into depth about the statistics, the health causes, or health risks, and the causes of child obesity. Today, I'm going to focus more on the preventative measures that parents can do to keep our children from becoming a statistic. But before I get into that, let's go back and kind of quickly review what we went through last time. So, scary statistics, right? According to American Heart Association, 1 out of 3 children today are obese. And if we're talking stock market and the epidemic is growing, that's a good thing. But in the case of child obesity, let's try to keep it low, yeah? Okay, and we also talked about health risks. Now, child obesity is not just physical, it's more mental and social as well as emotional, which can lead to depression as well as low self-esteem issues. And we also touched base on hypertension, which is high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. These are very, very horrible diseases for kids, and they shouldn't be suffering this. They should be having fun, they should be active, they shouldn't be suffering something that our parents our grandparents are suffering from, right? And also we touched base on factors contributing to child obesity. Now this picture pretty much depicts what a ordinary American child is like today. Sitting on the couch, which is lacking physical activity. They're sitting on the couch playing video games or watching television, not being active. Also, overconsumption of calories. How many of you guys know someone a child who is over the weight that they're supposed to be because they're consuming so much calories and not burning off enough, right? And also fast food. I mean, it's on every single corner. And it's really, really hard for them to avoid, and it's something that they've grown up with and they're used to, and they want that McDonald's or that Happy Meal. So that's something that also contributes to child obesity, and not to mention the high sodium level as well as the high saturated fats and the carbohydrates, which all contribute to the weight gaining in children. Not eating enough vegetables and fruits. How many of you guys know a kid who actually eats their 5 fruits and vegetables every day? I do. My niece does. I don't know about you guys. But, I mean, we really want them to know what a vegetable is, and we want them to see the real form of vegetables. We don't want them to fall into, oh, it has to look this bright red color like in pizza sauce in order to taste good, right? So this is the goal today, is to help you guys see that help your children see that vegetables can taste good even if it looks weird or if it's not that bright red color. So this is our focus today, preventative measures. What can you guys as parents do to help your children? First is get 1 hour of exercise every single day. What can you guys do? Tell them to take the stairs instead of the elevator. When you go to the mall, park a little further. Maybe walk in with your kids instead of finding that spot right next to the mall and like driving around in circles. Waste of time, right? Get some exercise. Also consume smaller portions using measuring cups, and teaching them how to read food labels can really cut the calories and let them know what they're actually intaking. Also, avoid fast food. Again, avoid maybe be the word that's kind of like, I don't know if I can do that, but maybe limit it. Not 1 or twice a week, but 1 or twice a month instead, right? And then healthy cooking. I know it's time consuming as parents. You guys are crazy busy. Who has time to sit there and chop, right, and cook healthy for their kids? You're running out of time. But that's my goal today. You guys might think it's not possible, but I'm going to show you guys in my demonstration. So let's get cooking. Follow me over to my kitchen, please. Let me put on my apron. Today we're going to be making a dish called Vegified Penne. Actually, I should change that to Vegified Pasta because I don't discriminate against any pasta. So you can use macaroni if you want it, or spaghetti, or angel hair. It doesn't really matter. The key here is to add all of your vegetables into your kids' meals every single day. So let me get on my gloves. Gotta stay sanitary, right? If I can just find my 5 fingers. And all right, you guys are probably thinking, what the heck is this? Where are all my containers? I'm a parent, I don't have time to sit there and chop, and I like to cook, I don't like cleaning. So what I did was actually portionize out everything, so that I can actually just cut it and put it right into my pot and then just throw in the wrapper, right? So what I'm gonna do is turn on my portable gas stove here. One second. Give it a little shake. Technical difficulties, guys. There we go. Let's try it on. I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Get that into my pan, get it going hot. Next, I'm going to put in my half a cup of carrots. Start with that. I put in the carrots first because it takes the longest to break down. So just to get it going first, we'll just put in the carrots. And then next we have our half a cup of onion. Now half a cup of vegetables is considered a serving, so I'm just giving you guys an idea. If you have 1 kid, this is how much vegetables they should be consuming every day. If you have 2, I'm gonna make it a cup, right? Now we have our celery. Give that a little stir. Alright, can you guys see that up there?
No.
You guys can't? Have it? No. Other way.
There you go.
Thank you, parents. Thank you. Now we're gonna add in. So give this a little stir. And I know, your kids might be picky eaters. Who knows picky eaters? Yeah, I do. Mine needs haste celery, but I'm gonna incorporate this in here anyways. Not so much tricking her. I'm just sneaking it in, but I'm gonna make her see that it doesn't have to look like her normal meals, like her pizza, to taste good. So what we're going to do now is add in our bell pepper. Half a cup as well. Half a cup of red bell pepper and half a cup of green bell pepper. Can you guys see this? It's so bright and colorful. I don't know, I'm attracted to this. Are you guys attracted? Yeah. Gonna go ahead. And try not to spill. But it's okay, it's having fun in the kitchen, right? There's no right or wrong. And then we also have 2 cups of tomatoes. This is going to be the base of our sauce. What's a tomato sauce without tomatoes? So we're going to add in our tomatoes. Just going. This may take a little, maybe a minute or so. And once it starts to sizzle like that with the moisture coming out, you can go ahead and add in your seasoning with, I forgot this guy, garlic. Garlic makes it so much better, right? And it's great for you. So, I know why I forgot. Because garlic tends to burn and you put it right into the oil. So I like to wait until all the moisture comes out so that I don't burn my garlic. That's why I left it on the side. There you go. This is a teaspoon of garlic. If you don't really like it, maybe half a teaspoon. But I really recommend putting in the garlic. Go ahead and give that a stir. And also, like I said, if you have picky eaters, a trick you can do is actually put in tomato paste to make it that bright red color that the kids actually recognize. But I don't want to hide the vegetables here. I actually want to show them that it will taste good. So I'm not going to put in the tomato paste. And then in here, I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of vegetable seasoning, which is kind of like chicken bouillon, you know, the little cubes, but except it's made out of vegetable. And go ahead and sprinkle that in. Give this a little stir. And you know when it's done, when the onions become translucent and the carrots are tender, and there's a little bit of sauce on the bottom. Can you guys see that? It's so vibrant. I don't know. Can you guys smell this? You guys are so lucky you guys are here and not at home, or else you would have to get the smell-a-thon thing. Thank you. So go ahead. And once it's done, it should look something like this. It's nice and tender with the juices coming out, you can tell. And what I'm going to do now is actually blend this. And I'm going to save this. This one's actually cooked, but I'm not going to blend this. And I'll tell you why in a second. Let me set this down. Okay, I'm going to make some noise, so cover your ears if you're sensitive. Add this in. If it's too thick, what you can do is actually save your pasta water, like maybe a tablespoon or something, and pour this in. I think this should be fine. You see, it's not your typical bright red color. It's like a orangey, nice tangerine color, which I find to be very pretty, and I've tried to convince my niece, but she still wants to go for the red sometimes. It's okay. What we're gonna do is, oh, and the vegetable. This is what I'm talking about. I don't want to hide the vegetable. I just want the sauce, and I want them to see the real form of the vegetables as well. That's why I'm adding the blended with the non-blended vegetables. So we're gonna get this all in here. And I'm gonna turn on my heat again. This convenient little portable stove of mine. And I know what you're thinking, you're like, I don't know if I want to add anything else to it. It may look good like this, but just to make it a little bit more creamy and a little bit more body in the sauce, I'm gonna add cream cheese. But it's low-fat cream cheese, so it's not too bad. 1 tablespoon of cream cheese in here. Go ahead and stir this in. This may take like a minute or two. Just wait until all the cream cheese is incorporated. And the color will become a little lighter, but it's all right. I mean, the cream cheese is definitely optional. You don't have to add it. You can just eat it in the raw form. And you don't have to put it in pasta. You can actually slather this on pita bread, and it'll be great. I tried it yesterday, and it was awesome. So go ahead. And this cream cheese is almost melted. And also cheese, if you wanted to sprinkle cheese on top, you can put this in a casserole, bake it in the oven. Make it the day before if you're having a party. It's not a problem. But what I'm showing you here is all of these vegetables. Your kids are getting 5 servings of vegetable in this one dish. You know, you can't go wrong, right? And then once it's done, I'll see that nice and creamy and colorful. It's like a fiesta. And then what I have here is actually some whole grain pasta that's already been pre-cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour this in. And then you can serve this, you know, just like this, or like I said, put it in a casserole and sprinkle maybe some basil on here and then serve it to your children. I thank you so much for being here and joining me in the Vegathon, the race against child obesity. And you guys are great for being proactive parents. Thank you so much. The on here is just me.